All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let this get set up so some people could see that this is live. This is just kind of I just decided to do this right off the cuff, and this is my first time using this selfie stick. So give me a little bit of time to use this. So if it is shaky, there is a reason why. And I really wanted to cover with you guys here on this particular video. Let me get a couple of things set up here real quick. Let me see here. I want to make sure that I can help you guys here. All right. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I really wanted to talk on this video as, is your business making you happy? Are you earning the type of income that you truly want to be earning right now? And most people that are first starting off, they're really not. They're not earning the type of income you want. And before I get too far into this, if you want to type in something, if you want to say hi, if you want to have a question answered here, I'll be more than happy to answer questions here at the end. I want to be as helpful as possible on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. So as I'm talking about this here, the things that I really want to bring to you is if you feel like you're not happy right now within your business, if you feel like you're not delivering the type of income that you want within your business, I can tell you right now, it can definitely be this. Do you have a stinky attitude? And that's me putting it bluntly without, cussing or swearing or anything like that. Do you have a stinky attitude? And what I mean by that is, do you complain a lot? Do you constantly, are you constantly complaining about the results of the business? Are you complaining about this didn't happen, that didn't happen? And, you're constantly, having a negative attitude about things. And I'm not, trying to get all Tony Robbins here to where we need to do a fire walk. What he does is what he does, and it's great. It works. It definitely works. But what I'm trying to talk to you about is changing your attitude, especially in the beginning. When you're just starting off, like with a new venture, if it's real estate or whatever it might be, internet marketing, whatever venture it might be, you need to have the right game plan. You need to have the right mental approach. So many of us, we'll watch a webinar or we'll purchase some home study program that we saw in a late night infomercial. We'll get all jazzed up and wowed up, and next thing you know, either that training program comes or you come home from a seminar and then reality hits and you're like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do now? Because I see so many people that go to training seminars and they come home, that Monday, and they're like, oh crap, what am I supposed to do? I have no idea. I did this amazing 3 days. I got so hyped up and, this is great. What am I supposed to do now? Or you purchase a home study program, you go through it, then you still feel like you're lost. And, it's not your fault. It's not the individual that taught the program's fault. Yes, there are some people out there that don't have good training programs in real estate, internet marketing, whatever space you're in. There's always going to be, some dud programs out there, and that's awful that happens, but it's reality. So what I want to tell you guys here is start surrounding yourself around people. You probably hear that one right, but it's absolutely true. Start surrounding yourself around people that you want to emanate, that you want to, you want to be like, okay? You may not have them right around you, but you need to get rid of the people that are constantly dragging you down saying, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Get rid of them, okay? If they're friends, I'm not saying get rid of your friends, but start surrounding yourself around people that are going to be supportive of what you do. You may not have the support of a loved one at first, spouse, husband, wife, whoever it may be in your life that's a loved one. You may have multiple loved ones, and that's completely cool. But the thing I will tell you is you need to be surrounded around people that are going to be supportive of you. So what I mean is, let me give you a story here. When I was still working at Countrywide Home Loans, I just recently received a promotion to go help a struggling branch in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Here I am, I'm 23, 24 years old, doing really, really well at my branch in Rolling Meadows, Illinois. I was surrounded around a lot of great people, people that I still talk to now. They're still, really cool people to stay in contact with. I was doing extremely well. So I received a promotion to go up to this branch and help out. And I went up there not alone, but I went up there with some friends I knew I could rely on. And when we initially got to that branch, the branch manager, we were pretty much on the fence of letting him go. But the initial thing that I walked in there with, and if you know anything about the mortgage business, it's all about, how many deals are you going to close? How many deals can you refinance, or what's new purchases that you have under the table? What do you have going on? So more the merrier, right? Well, we walk into this branch, and first thing I see is this big whiteboard, just like a whiteboard, something like this. That's a nice whiteboard. So, I go in and I see everybody's goals that are listed on there. And literally everybody's goals were like 2 or 3 loans for the month. So you would think it would be like for the week, but it was for the month. So I come from a place where everybody's doing like, 6, 7, 8+ loans every single month after month, like clockwork. So I'm just like, whoa, what the heck? So right off the bat, we start talking to this branch manager. We find out the problem. Their attitudes sucked. Their attitudes were awful. And, it was because of the branch manager. He was not supportive. He was not being a good mentor. So what we started to solve from there is we started to really just focus on those people. And I remember the day when we let this guy go. Hopefully this is his correct name, John Van Lett. I believe that's his name. I'll always remember him because he would always go outside and he would smoke cigarettes. It was my first time seeing him. So cigarettes. He'd go out there at least 10 minutes for every hour of the day that he was there, plus his break. And I don't have a problem with people taking breaks and whatnot. You should have a balanced day. But needless to say, he wasn't helping his operations team. He wasn't helping his loan officers. So we ended up firing him. I was just a team manager at the time, so I didn't have that authority, but my regional vice president did. And me and the other team manager, we, after that, acted as the acting branch managers. We did like a co-branch manager thing. But the one thing I'll tell you is when this guy was leaving, I wanted to make sure he left without, disrupting, the rest of the sales team. So I'm in the back with him. Nobody could see us. And he was like, you're never gonna, you're gonna fucking fail. That's exactly what he said. He swore. He was like, you're gonna fucking fail. This branch sucks. The people in here are awful. And the most amount of loans, and I'll never forget him saying that. I love when people tell me, hey, you're going to fail, you're not going to do well. It fuels me. So great. Tell me that more. Because I'll love proving you wrong. And needless to say, he leaves, and the highest amount that branch ever produced was like 28 loans. 28 loans in a month period. And that was 15 employees. So if we do, let me get my calculator out of my desk here. So if we do 28 divided by 15, that's not even 2 loans per person. Okay. So we changed the attitudes of everybody in there. As soon as he left, it was like a negative energy completely wiped itself away from that area. And we started having daily meetings, morning meetings, not just like, hey, let's go over this, and this. We went over, we spoke with everybody. I would sit down, I would help people individually. I would help them talk to people on the phone. So they were getting the right mentorship at that time. And The first month that we took over, we did 32 loans. So not big, but we didn't have a big pipeline carrying over. And Alan, I'm not selling anything, buddy. So if you're looking to buy something, I'm not selling anything. So yeah, buddy. But other than that, what I learned from this is, we started working with these folks, and we started really telling them, we started giving them bigger goals. We started letting them know you can do this. And needless to say, we turned the branch around. The second full month that we had full, complete, control of that branch, we did 82 loans. Okay, 82 loans. The most ever before that was 28. So we almost did 4 times the volume, and we demolished the amount that they had as far as dollars closed, meaning they closed, I think the most was like a couple $1 million. Well, we did the 82 loans, and this was in Grand Rapids at the time, so not a big market. We did over $16 million in closed volume, and then the next month we did in the low 80s again. So we brought in consistency into that branch, but we didn't really change the hours that people worked. We actually gave more leeway on hours worked with people. So if they accomplished what they needed to during that week's time, we would give them, leeway on coming in later or leaving earlier or having a Friday off. We just did different things to really kind of let them know that we were there for them and supported them. And we ended up changing the culture in the office, completely changed it. And what I want to tell you, what I want you to get away from this is change the attitude. I know Alan's wanting to know what's for sale. I don't have anything for sale. I just want you to get away from this, what you could start implementing within your business. And you will be able to take away much, much more from this video that I'm creating for you right now by changing the attitude, okay? Start reading more positive books. A couple books that I could look at from my shelf right now. And over here, Traction by Gino Wickman. That's a great book. Covert Persuasion, Pitch Anything, The Pumpkin Plan. What else? I don't want to overwhelm you. E-Myth is always a great book. That's a phenomenal book. 10X by Grant Cardone. That's a good book. So any books like that, and I tend to do a lot of the books on audio as well, but surround yourself with people that actually believe in you or support you, because that's huge. If you don't have that support of any friends, family, you're gonna be doomed. So start attending more RIAs, try and find some people that are cool, that get what you're doing, get what you're going through, and can be supportive to you, because that's huge, that's key, that's part of entrepreneurship. So I would recommend that you do that. Recommend that you really start focusing on some of those key fundamentals, because it's all about the foundation. Okay, you don't want to have a cross your fingers business that you're constantly wondering where the business is going to come from on a monthly basis, weekly, daily, whatever it may be. You just really need to be focusing on having the right mindset day in and day out with your business, and that will help you out dramatically, I promise you. Ricky's asking, are there any funding available? That's what I need, or some real buyers in Alabama. So Ricky, I have a few videos on here where I talk about how you can find some buyers. So if you need help, the best way to find buyers, and I'll cover that question here in just a second for you, Ricky, but let me finish up this part and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that anybody has. So just to kind of wrap it up here and give my final, whatever it is, my final cut, whatever it is, because I gotta go do something here in just a second. I just want to make this quick video right off the cuff for you guys, just so you can have this, and just know, if you need help, reach out for it. I'm here. There's tons of other educators out there. There's other professionals out there that are more than willing to help if you just ask for it. If you ask for it, there is help out there. I'm doing this video for free. I'm not charging anything, so and I'm going to answer questions here. So, I just want you to know that if you need help, it's there. You don't have to rely on people that are constantly complaining about money, or they're constantly complaining about their job. Get away from those people. Just get away from them. They're like a cancer. You need to cut the cancer and move on. If they are a friend, let them know that, hey, I need to really focus on my business here. And, if you still want to hang out with them, great. There's a friend of mine here that's always been down in the dumps ever since our countrywide days. And we really quite haven't figured out why he hasn't been able to make the shift moving forward. And I think it's just an attitude adjustment that needs to be changed, and a different outlook on life. Because the life is just so great, and so many people take it for granted. So make sure you're living life to the fullest and be happy. Be happy. That's a huge thing. And we'll do some more business stuff like this here in the future. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys that here today. So let me hop in. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and type them in. Ricky, the best way to find buyers, in all honesty, Facebook groups. Facebook groups. If you can go on Facebook groups, a student of mine that I've been using, that he came to me and said, hey, I need some buyers. I made a post within a group, and within 5 minutes we had 10 people respond. And it was in a geographical location. So what I would recommend that you do is go on Facebook, look for geographical locations, like groups. So if you're like in Milwaukee, try and find some Milwaukee real estate investing groups. You can find buyers on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's free. Facebook's free. You can find them on there. Meetup.com. That's another free source. Your local RIAs. There's tons of buyers there. I am a board member at our RIA here, and last month, or actually a couple of months ago, somebody asked me, hey, how do I find buyers? And I simply asked the room, I said, how many people in here right now are looking to buy real estate? And, the buyers raised their hand, and I'm like, hey, there you go. You just scooped up 25 buyers. Go network with those people and start doing business with them. Your local title company, communicate with them. Say, hey, and this has to be a real estate investor friendly title company. I would talk to them, and I would simply state, hey, do you have any individuals that are looking to buy properties right now? Like, I'm looking to connect with investors that have cash, that can take down properties quickly. I'm looking for some of those folks. And they'll connect you with the right people, especially if they're real estate investor friendly. Ricky, you will have, it's not just, you pick up the phone, talk to 5-10 people. That's not how it works. You need to talk to more people, and you will find the serious buyers. Real estate agents, you could find real estate agents that can, show you recently sold cash transactions. You could find out those people through the public records office by finding out which properties they purchased, and then you could contact them and see if they'd be interested in any properties. We do that all the time. We use a skip tracing service called TLO.com. It allows us to find that individual, and it allows us to get their phone number to give them a call. So I would recommend that you do that, and you have to make the phone calls, man. I'm just letting you know that right now. 5, 10, 15 phone calls isn't going to cut it. You need to make lots of phone calls. When I was first starting, I was going out and visiting real estate agent offices every single day. I probably talked to close to 100 real estate agents before I found 3 or 4 that were going to be doing business with me. So it's not just, hey, I'm going to call 5, 10, 20 people. You need to be calling and talking to people every single day. So make a routine, lay that foundation for yourself, and you will start finding some really great cash buyers. So that's what I would recommend there. That's how we find all of our buyers. LinkedIn, Facebook. You could find people at the real estate auctions too. Everybody in that room that's bidding on properties has cash. You could contact your local wholesalers and see if they also have some buyers on your list, it may not even be a good property that you have. I don't know the logistics behind the property that you have. So if you do have buyers and they're saying no, well, that might be the problem right there. But definitely, you know, communicate with some local wholesalers too. Do like a joint venture with some local wholesalers. That might be able to help you as well. So hopefully that helps you, man. I wish I could, you know, tell you there's a magic button that you can push and have, you know, a few hundred people at your fingertips that know you right off the bat. Unfortunately, you know, there is software out there to where you can have, you know, access to buyers very quickly. But the best thing you could do is, you know, the 6 things that I just recommended to you, that would probably be the best solutions. That's what we use in today's market. Real results come from those real actions right there, my man. So hopefully that helps you out, gives you some clarity on what you could do with finishing up and getting some buyers. But does anybody else have any questions before I go ahead and end this? You know, I appreciate you joining me this afternoon. I got to head to an appointment here in just a second. But if you have any other questions, I'll be more than happy to take a couple more. If not, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. If I don't talk to you tomorrow, Friday, have a great upcoming weekend, and I look forward to doing more of these videos for you here in the future. If you have any suggestions on what you need help with, I'll be more than happy to create some videos for it. Just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do that. But other than that, thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.